A red SUV barrels through a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Who's to blame? Why'd they do it? We'll discuss next on Trapod. Time to wake up. All right, so as I said, a red SUV is shown on video flying past a small child into an area where a Christmas parade is going on in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Okay, Waukesha is right outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's one of the very few larger areas that is very conservative. Now, this SUV, as it got deeper into the parade, decided to veer into the middle and actually start taking people out. Several did die. Many were injured. Now, what we're here to discuss is why this happened. Who is involved? And what happens next? So, let's start with why this happened. I'm going to tell you right now that this is a response to Kyle Rittenhouse being acquitted for doing nothing wrong other than defending himself. This is what has occurred because of companies like MSNBC and CNN and other leftist outlets that have perpetrated this notion of white rage on the American people. They have created this hostility. They have emboldened people to take matters into their own hands and kill people because they now see people as an enemy based on the color of their skin. You are to blame. If you work for CNN, you're to blame. If you work for MSNBC, you're to blame. If you pay attention to people like Cuomo and Joy Reid, you're to blame. It's 100% on you. You're supporting these psychopaths that continue to do this bullshit. How do I know? How do I know that it was somebody who was upset about that? Nobody knows, right? Nobody knows who the perpetrators were. It was probably some crazy white insurrectionists, Trump supporters, right? Absolutely not. What you're going to find out shortly here, and I do say you're going to find out shortly because you're probably hearing it first from me. The individuals who are driving this red SUV are 3 young black males. I'm not saying black people are dangerous at all. I know a lot of black people. I love them to death, and they're not this way. But when you have this culture where Black Lives Matter is able to run around spewing hate everywhere, when you have MSNBC and CNN and other outlets like that being unwilling to admit that a jury came to the right decision in a self-defense trial, this is what happens. People die. People get injured. People take matters into their own hands because they feel emboldened because of your comments. This is what you're going to find out soon. Soon you will hear from everybody across the board that 3 young black males were responsible for this. You'll find out that one of them is in custody and 2 are still at large. Soon we will have all 3 of them. But does it matter? Does what they did really matter? No. What matters is the fact that they felt that they were justified in doing this. That our media has actually created a system where people feel justified doing this. This is on you. This is on anyone who supports these outlets. You speak of the right, of Fox News and stuff like that all the time, as if they're the enemy. The real enemy is the corporate media. The ones that push these agendas that are nothing but violence. That are nothing but meant to separate us all into categories where we all hate each other. This is dangerous. And now there are people in Waukesha, Wisconsin that need your help. So here's what I ask of you. If you live in Wisconsin, go donate blood. If you especially are a person that listens to these media outlets, go donate blood. That's your repentance. Go donate blood to help these individuals who are innocently marching in a parade so that they can live. This carnage is too much. This is out of control. Just because you don't agree with an outcome of a court case does not give you the right to barrel your car into a crowd of innocent people and take human life. Someone needs to be held accountable. Companies like CNN, companies like MSNBC, celebrities like LeBron James, many, many other celebrities, major corporations that have supported groups like Black Lives Matter. These people need to be held responsible for their actions because they are guilty of murder. When you support this shit, you're guilty by association. This, as you can obviously tell, I'm upset. I don't enjoy filming videos like this. I don't enjoy speaking on stuff like this. But someone has to do it. Otherwise, you'll never hear about it. Because I guarantee you, you're not going to hear about who did this on CNN. You're not going to hear about who did this on MSNBC, and you're not going to hear somebody like LeBron James or any other celebrity point out that 3 young black males decided to take matters into their own hands because they didn't agree with a court verdict. It's time to wake up.